Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome to The Week with me, Comrade Fatso, where we ride the week's news like a vice president determined to stay in a luxurious hotel by Guinea. And it's been a mad week. Zimbabwe people first held their first rally in Harare, and the British people said "Futseke" to the European Union. But first, bond notes. Since government made the declaration on the 5th of May about introducing bond notes, Zimbabweans have been like, Here at The Week, we can exclusively reveal to you what the bond notes will look like as we managed to get a prototype leaked to us by a patriotic law friend in a high place. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is what the bond notes will look like. The main symbol is the chihuta, because what more Zimbabwean bird could we have to represent our modern brand new notes than the famous chihuta or quail bird? In the background, you'll see the colors of the ruling party, because this is a ruling party creation. In the top right hand corner, you'll see "In RPZ we trust," because you have to have faith, otherwise. In the bottom left hand corner, you'll see "This note is only legal tender in Zimbabwe. It will self-destruct or be xenophobed upon entry into South Africa." And now, the back of the bond note. At the top of the note, you'll see it says "Driver instructed to stop at rail crossing." No, that must be wrong. Also, in the middle of the note, you'll see it says "This bearer also includes security features such as triangle, fire extinguisher, and reflective vest, so it can help you at any roadblock." In the middle, you'll see the serial numbers, and the serial number is 007, because it's a bond note, James Bond. So all of them will have the same serial numbers. On the right hand side, you'll see the expiry date. Yes, these bond notes have expiry dates, and there's a countdown timer, because these bond notes, they can expire anytime from now. Finally, at the bottom, you'll see it says, "In case of inflation, please break into two. Then you'll have two bond notes for the price of one." Finally, the watermark is that of a laughing Reserve Bank governor, because the joke is on you, Also, in the news this week was our wonderful Vice President Mpoko. Some naughty comrades were demonstrating against the VP's prolonged stay at the upmarket Rainbow Towers Hotel. The VP has been staying there because he believes there are no houses suitable for him, and this has so far cost the taxpayer thousands of dollars. So these cheeky comrades decided to go and demonstrate in the hotel reception. #Jambanja Pahotera. But comrades, why are you protesting? VP Mpoko is there for strategic and patriotic reasons. Firstly, he's very close to ZANU-PF HQ, so imagine how much he saves on combi fare every morning. He just wakes up and walks to work. Secondly, our VP gets to be our tourism ambassador, as he gets to meet all the visiting Jamaican artists who stay at Rainbow Towers. Finally, apparently none of the houses that the VP looked at delivered room service. It's also come to our attention that the VP has a startling predisposition towards mini bath soaps and small little bottles of shampoo. So there. Over the last week, the UK voted to leave the European Union. For Zimbos who don't understand, basically the UK has imposed illegal sanctions upon themselves. Yes, the UK has said, "You keep your European Union and we'll keep our little small island." Since the Brexit vote, the pound has been falling, reactionary politicians are rising, and various companies are considering leaving the country. For you British people, us Zimbabweans have just one word: welcome. We have seasoned money changers who we can send over to work at your road ports. Most of them are already there. We can teach you how to buy bread on the parallel market and how to count up to $1 trillion when you want to buy a beer. Of course, the EU needs to be reformed. They need to welcome in immigrants from countries whose wars they're involved in, and to realize that their pro-globalization policies aren't working for the poor in Europe. But the UK shutting its borders is not the way forward. Believe me, here in Zimbabwe, we know all about isolation. So, Britain, if you get lonely, we can introduce you to our friends, because Equatorial Guinea and North Korea always love popping over for a good cup of tea. Cheers.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's
To get involved in making your country a better place, sign up for the #ThisFlagCitizens forums. Also, to support the elected mayor of Harare, sign the petition to keep him in office. Thank you for joining us this week, comrades. Follow the week on social media at Magamba TV. I have been Comrade Fatso. You have been the people. This has been the week. Thank you and